okay? I hope you can hear me okay. I'm sure you can. So I'm going to be real honest with you, because honesty is the best policy, I guess. And I can't lie to myself. So I thought that I was very in tune with my intuition. And I am. However, I've not quite been listening as well as I could be. I get the fact that I'm always tapped in, that I have reached a certain level of spiritual awareness of myself and the world around me. However, that doesn't always mean that I listen to my intuition, even if I hear it. So yeah, I guess this is just going to be me calling myself out for the things that I have experienced in the last week, especially the last few days. So today I had a wake-up call that said, you've ignored your intuition and things could have ended really badly. I mean, to be fair, it was silly anyway. So I left something on the stove unattended and I thought to myself, shall I go check it? But I didn't. I just carried on. And then a few minutes later, the smoke alarm went off. I was like, oh. So yeah, I've burnt some food in a pan. But I wasn't so sad about that. I was more sad about the fact that I had the little intuition, the thought in my head saying, go check it, and I ignored it. I didn't. And yeah. And it made me realise how yesterday, when something came into my mind to do, and I didn't do it, and then I went to go do it today and it was too late. So I know my intuition always gives me the last chance warning kind of sign. So if your intuition gives you a last chance warning sign, listen to it. Don't ignore it. Don't be me. So yeah, I'm now on the journey to try and listen to myself again, to reconnect to my intuition and actually hear it when it's speaking to me. Because things do not work out if I don't listen. But if I do, everything's okay. And it's not always as simple to hear your intuition and to hear your inner. Honestly, sometimes it's just so quiet that you can't even hear it. And I'm like hugging myself right now because I'm feeling all over the place. But yeah, anyway, back to the point that I thought I was in tune with my intuition, because I had some great realizations, and I was writing and channeling so much stuff down. I have realized so much stuff, and so much stuff now makes sense, that I'm really excited to dive into and talk about. However, that is gonna have to wait at least a few days for me to reconnect to myself, because that's now my priority. And I did write some other stuff down. Basically, how I had been really on like a ball. I had got the ball rolling for like 3 weeks, and it all started going downhill when I went and met a family member that I knew I wasn't in alignment with anymore. It was one of those ones where it's like, I'll give you one last chance. I know my intuition is saying cut you off, but let me just go see if you've changed. Let me just go see if, like, it resonates now. It didn't. And that left me feeling quite drained. Yeah. And then things did not go great from there. I ended up having to do a thing with some people. The energy was very heavy, and since then I didn't really take the time or the steps to recover within myself. And then I had to go do some other stuff, which left me sleep deprived and not in tune with my intuition. I sort of put that on the back burner myself. out of the picture and just thought, I need to do this, I need to get this done now, instead of thinking I can slow down and actually look after myself while I do this. But it's a new day, and I feel like my guides are being quite harsh on me right now, and that's okay, that's fine. A little bit of tough love. We've got a lot of energy going on. I know that the Lionsgate portal is in like 2 days, and I only found out about this last year, just before the portal. So yeah, and I kept meaning to prepare, and I haven't. Things have kind of just escaped me. But yeah, I'm gonna make the most out of that. So yeah, I'll get to the point really of this. Is, I guess, not everything always goes to plan, and you know, success isn't about not falling, it's about getting up again when you fall. That, you know, life's not always going to be, sometimes, you know, it goes up and down, ebbs and flows. And I think the real important thing is if you can say, oh, I fell, okay, what can I do to get back up now? And every time, you know, I have a setback, I'm realizing it quicker and quicker, or at least in a good amount of time, and I'm doing something about it. And I guess in my way, vocalizing this, I'm sort of holding myself accountable to get back up again, because I have not been at my best this week. And you know what, that's okay, because it's a new week now, and I can try again, and I can get back up even though I fell, and I can get back and do the things that I know are good for me. You know, eating right, actually moving my body, because when I feel like this, I don't want to move. I just want to sit and wait for it all to end, but it's not going to work like that. You know, and then the self-worth kind of takes a bit of a hit. But you know what? I'm going to get myself back up there, because I know who I am, and I know that this is not going to stop me. I know that everything's going to be okay. Yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? I guess just if anything is sending you signs to let you know that you are not completely in alignment, listen. And you know what, don't beat yourself up if you don't listen as soon as you wanted to. Like, forgive yourself, be at peace with yourself, feel okay with yourself if you can't at least feel good about yourself. You know, because this isn't, you know, you got to be kind to yourself, you got to be nice to yourself, even when these things happen. Because you are looking after you at the end of the day. You know, you might not have somebody else there that's going to pick you up when you fall, hold you when you cry, show you the way. As much as other people can do those things, you got to at least be able to do it yourself. And yeah, things happen. That's life, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to be more positive, because perspective is everything. And in the last few days, I have not been as positive as I usually am. And you know what? I'm going to do the usual. I'm going to do a cleanse, do some affirmations, just going to do some more positive affirmations, believe, and try again. I'm recording this on Snapchat because A, the camera's better, and B, I know how long I've been waffling for. And a bee just came and flew up against me. So yeah, I guess you got this, and everything's gonna be okay. Believe in yourself, trust yourself, and know that everything is always working out for you, even if you can't see it. But yeah, perspective is everything. How you feel and think, that is what manifests. Your reality is created by your mind. Okay, so positive thoughts, positive feelings, and you know what? Even if you're not there yet, whatever you feel like now, trust that that is the first step to getting there. And then take little steps. Don't run back in. Baby steps. Ease yourself back in gently. Okay? So yeah, I feel a little bit better now I've said that out loud. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm actually really just doing this for me now. If somebody sees it, I know that they are supposed to. Because energy doesn't lie, So I guess if you've made it to the end of this, you've got something out of it. But yeah. Okay. I love you very much. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself. You got this. I believe in you. Bye.